Kuhli Loaches are eel-like bottom-dwelling scavenger fish. They have a base color of lightish pink to yellow with 10 to 15 dark bands on top. The females are more plump than the males. Sexually matured females tend to have a greenish-looking skin under their belly, in which are the eggs. The scientific name for Kuhli Loaches are Pangeo kuhli. Kuhli Loaches originate from Malaysia, Indonesia, and their surrounding areas. In the home aquarium, they can grow up to 4 inches or 10 centimeters. In well-kept conditions, these loaches can live up to 10 years. Kuhli Loaches are absolute social creatures with each other, but not as much as with humans, as they are very shy. Therefore, it is best to keep them in a group of at least 6 for them to thrive. The minimum tank size for a Kuhli Loach is 20 gallons. Long tanks are much more suitable for them compared to tall tanks. Thus, the width and length of an aquarium is much more important compared to the height of an aquarium. The bigger, the better. An aquarium lid is needed as they are known jumpers. Next, Kuhli Loaches thrive in a well-oxygenated tank. It is advisable to get an appropriate size filter for your tank, as well as adding in an air stone or a bubble wall to aerate and circulate your tank. Kuhli Loaches are nocturnal creatures. Having too bright of a light will cause them to hide more. Thus, providing them with a regular daytime and nighttime schedule helps in regulating their circadian rhythm. Some things that you could do to soften the light blows are adding floating plants, providing tons of hiding places, and by adding tannins to your aquarium. Kuhli Loaches enjoy hanging out underneath leaf litters and at the roots and leaves of plants. The more hiding places, the safer they feel. The safer they feel, the more likely for them to come out and play. Keep the aquarium at a temperature of 24 to 29 degrees Celsius or 75 to 85 degrees Fahrenheit with a pH of 6 to 7 and at medium hardness. As for substrate, it is best to provide them with a soft substrate such as sand or very fine gravel substrate. Personally, I prefer to use soft sand as substrate for them, as not only are they soft for their skin, Kuhli Loaches love to burrow and sift through sand for food. It is always fun to see them dig and poke their little heads out on the other side of the aquarium. Due to this, I do not recommend keeping Kuhli Loaches in an iwagumi setup or any carpet-like aquascape concept setup, as they will dig them out. In my opinion, biotopescapes best suit these little noodles. Sometimes, Kuhli Loaches are referred to as weather loaches as they are able to predict when a storm or rain is coming. You will be able to see an increase in Kuhli activity, or as people like to refer to as the Kuhli dance. Some believe that the drop in barometric pressure is what causes the Kuhli dance. Generally, low pressure signifies rain, also known as the end of the dry season. In the wild, this means that the water levels have increased, thus an increased source of food for their offsprings, in which triggers the mating behavior. The Kuhli dance also takes place as a sign of happiness from the Kuhli Loaches. Kuhli Loaches are omnivores. They are nocturnal and mostly feed at nighttime. They do eat pellets readily. However, it is advisable to get sinking pellets or algae wafers, as they are scavengers. If you keep them with other tank mates, ensure that they too can get to the food before it is finished. Kuhli Loaches also accept frozen and live food such as blackworms, brine shrimps, and daphnia. Kuhli Loaches are gentle and peaceful creatures. You can keep them with any type of peaceful tetra, betta, corridoras, or any fish you desire, as long as they are not too aggressive. As for snails and shrimps, personally, they've never bothered any of mine in the tank. However, there have been other accounts of people with a totally different experience, so do keep it in mind. Kuhli Loaches are perfect for a peaceful community tank. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. If you'd like to read more about them, I put a link in the description box below. Do like and subscribe if you like to see more content, and especially comment, as I love hearing from every one of you. Have a lovely day and see you next time.